stepfather of Jade Janks, was hospitalized at Scripps Hospital in Encinitas, California on December 15, 2020, following a severe fall that occurred at home. Merriman would be discovered dead in his own driveway, behind a pile of debris 2.5 weeks later. Reporter Tracy Smith of 48 Hours delves into the mystery of what happened to him in Jade Janks and the Secret Photos, which is currently available for streaming on Paramount+. This is the twisted case of Jade Janks. Let's begin, shall we? The story interior designer Janks first met Merriman when he married her mother when Janks was 14, and Janks says they stayed close, even after his divorce from her mom. After Merriman's death, Janks said of their relationship, "He would call me his daughter, and I would call him my dad." Janks moved next door to Merriman in April 2020 during the height of the COVID pandemic. In an interview with Smith after Merriman's death, their neighbor Ramona Hamilton said of Merriman and Janks, "I invited him for dinner and he said, 'No, I always eat with my daughter,' and he called her his daughter." Smith asked, "He didn't say stepdaughter?" And Hamilton confirmed, "No, he said, my daughter." On December 23, 2020, while Merriman was in a rehab center, still recovering from that fall, Janks went to his apartment to clean and made a devastating discovery. Janks says the computer monitor, which she guessed had been in sleep mode, came awake while she was cleaning, and she saw a screensaver photo of a woman's breasts. "I look," she said later, "and I'm like, those are my breasts." Janks says she logged onto Merriman's computer where she soon found more nude photos of herself. Hundreds of them, some in a carousel and others sorted into folders with explicit names. Janks says she never shared these photos, which were taken consensually with former partners, or anything like them with Merriman, and said she was in complete shock upon finding the images on Merriman's computer. Crying as she described this experience later, Janks said, "It was the most violating, just awful, gut-wrenching feeling ever. I remember I felt sick. I felt I couldn't even touch my own skin." Janks said she was terrified to be alone, to use the bathroom or change clothes, and wanted somebody to look out for me and make sure that I was safe. That was why Janks says she reached out via Facebook to a man named Alan Roach, who worked in security, on the same day she found the photos on Merriman's computer. In their initial messages on Facebook, Roach told her, "If you have a problem, I can fix it for you." Janks and Roach soon took their conversation off social media, but the texts she sent Roach in the following days would come into play later, after law enforcement got involved in the case. It was a little over a week after Janks made that discovery, on New Year's Day 2021, that investigators first heard about Tom Merriman and Jade Janks after a call came into the San Diego County Sheriff's Department dispatch from a man named Adam Sipliak. Sipliak was a friend of Janks, and in that phone call he told police Janks might have possibly killed her stepdad. Sipliak informed the dispatcher that he had been at Janks's house the night before when she admitted to killing her stepfather and asked for help moving the body. Sipliak wasn't sure if this had occurred. He hadn't seen Merriman alive or dead, and left soon after the conversation. Following this call, investigators spent the day calling relatives, searching for Tom Merriman without success. On the afternoon of January 1st, officers went to Merriman's home to investigate further and saw Janks driving out. They stopped her and asked her to come in for questioning. Janks complied and told the police that she had picked Merriman up from the rehab center the day before but didn't know his current location. She then requested a lawyer and stopped answering questions. Sheriff's deputies obtained a warrant a few hours later and spent the night searching Janks and Merriman's apartments but found no sign of Tom Merriman, alive or dead. But prosecutors said those texts between Janks and Roach raised questions about Janks' version of events. One critical text was the one she sent Roach at 11:30 a.m. shortly after picking Merriman up from the rehab center, which said in part, "I just dosed the hell out of him." When Del Portillo was cross-examining Janks at trial, she acknowledged those words were poor phrasing. Del Portillo asked her, "You would agree with me that the phrase, 'I just dosed the hell out of him,' implies that you gave Tom a whole lot of drugs?" And Janks answered, "It does sound like that." But Janks sent Roach many more texts after that one. 12:39 p.m. A little more than an hour later, she texted him, "I can't carry him either back to my car or to his house. I'm not strong enough. Can you come, like, right now?" Roach did not come, and in the hours that followed, Janks' text to Roach continued. At 2:59 p.m. she texted, "He is waking up. I'm not sure how much longer I can control my temper." At 4:12 p.m. Janks texted, "BTW, he's waking up and getting way more aggressive." And at 4:28 p.m., "He is super medicated. I can't keep a kicking body in my truck. I'm about ready to club him." At 4:30 p.m., "He's waking up. I'm about ready to club him." And then at 4:35 p.m., "He is very aware, and I am on my own." Roach never came over on the afternoon of December 31st or any time on January 1st, although Janks continued to ask for his help. Alan Roach was not charged in connection with Merriman's death and did not appear at her trial. The last text Janks sent Alan Roach was at 5:33 p.m. on January 1st, 2021, as police were pulling her over in her car to ask if she knew where Merriman might be. It was the last text Janks sent before her arrest the next day. It said, "Lose my number. I'm getting pulled over." After all the statements were presented, the judge sentenced Janks to serve 25 years to life in prison for Merriman's murder. Deputy District Attorney Jorge Del Portillo told jurors Merriman's death was not accidental and claimed, "This was no accident. This was murder by design." Thank you all for tuning in. Share your thoughts on this case in the comments below. Don't forget to show your support by hitting the like and subscribe buttons before you go. Tap on the bell icon so you never miss any of the uploads. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.